Okay, hi guys. So I'm very pleased to say I'm here with a man very knowledgeable about both strongman and arm wrestling, Lars Rorbakken. How are you, mate?
Thank you. I'm fine, and it's nice to be here talking to you.
Yeah, so you're the perfect man to discuss this upcoming East versus West tournament with because really it is like a hybrid of strongman and arm wrestling athletes. So I don't think there's anyone better to discuss this whole kind of situation. So we'll get into that just briefly, Lars, before we do. Obviously, East versus West has been going through a bit of a crisis in the last couple of months. We haven't really heard much from your
Yeah,
point of view. Some athletes have been very vocal. What's your just kind of overall opinion on what's going on and what might happen?
I think it's a big mess, and I think it's a lot of bad decisions being made now. I think boycotting the league is the most stupid thing you can do now. When we have that momentum and thing is growing, I don't have all the pieces and bits of information, but I should think we should still try to stick together and do use our momentum. And I have to say, I think it's have been a lot of unfair, what you call it, accusations against Devon.
Hmm.
People say he's cheating and all kind of crap. He do what he can within the rules, and he's just good at it. So I don't think we can underestimate what Devon have done for the sport. Uh, all he loves the sport. He travels the world. He go to all kinds of show. He promote the sports in any way he can. He's supportive for all of us. I think it's very unfair, and I think a lot of people need to apologize to Devon. That's my opinion. I think that was not the right thing to do, and I think it's not fair to put that on Devon. I think more people need to show him support now. He have supported all of us so many times, and I think we should support him now. Devon, uh, Devon is one of the biggest reasons that Armwrestling have got to this level this last 5 years.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And I mean, Lars, the main points that the Eastern athletes are saying, or the 27 are saying they have problems is that the rules get changed by Devon, that the refereeing is unfair, and that Engin is the only person who can protect them in all of this not being changed for their own kind of rights. Is that the way you see it? Is it a problem with referees
Have
or?
there been any rules changed by Devon? Yeah, but have there been any rules changed by Devon? I haven't never seen any rules changed. Of course, he's a vocal and he needs space, but he doesn't do anything illegal. We can all do that. If you want to change the rules, if I hate the rule, I can speak loud in meeting as well as Devon. So I think it's up to us or the one who complaining to if they want to influence the sport, they can do it as well. So I don't think he have done anything wrong there, and I think Robert is capable of doing his own decisions without anybody. He's been an arm wrestler for several years as well, Robert. So he knows the sport. So no, I haven't seen any rules be changed because of Devon. Have you?
No, this is the thing. It's all about what might happen, or they're worried about what might happen. But their other problem seems to be that they're convinced that the only way that it will be fair is if Engin is there.
Yeah, I I don't understand that point of view. Uh, it's a lot of leagues without Engin as well, or has been. I think it's mostly is pretty fair. It's you have to understand what the rules are and you can adapt to it. You can't go to professional arm wrestling and think it's the same as rough. It is not. So it's up to us arm wrestler. Me myself, I'm not as good at manipulate the start and anything that Devon can do, but that's on me. I should learn. I should be better at it instead of complaining about it. It's a part of the sport.
Fair
It's
enough.
the same in strongman. If it's not illegal in strongman, you can do it. Suddenly, you can invent a new technique. That happened several times through the years, and it's not cheating. It's legal. So It's up to us.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's my opinion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's a very reasonable one. And obviously, like you said, you've had a lot of experience in both strongman and arm wrestling. You've seen a lot over the years. So it's a shame it's come to this. And I know for sure you and I, Lars, just hope that everybody gets back together and just cracks on. There's new ownership, get with them, and let's have
Yeah.
everyone pulling each other.
Yeah. It's as I said, they should not blame Devon. That's totally wrong, blaming Devon for it. He's part of the reason we are, and we need Devon, and Devon need us. He's good for the sport. He's good for the sport. We need him. So as I said, I think a lot of people need to apologize when they see the whole picture.
Okay. And your position, Lars, I know you're very busy with work at the moment, but overall, once you're training fully again, you're ready to pull it East versus West if you get the call?
Yes, for sure. Yes, for sure. I haven't done a lot of personal business this summer, but I train always every day, no matter how busy I am. But of course, it's hard to peak. But my plan is to peak properly. Next time I compete, I will be stronger than last time. That's for sure.
Nice. And
No,
we've seen,
I have, yeah.
I was just going to say, we've seen your
No, no.
social media. Sorry, there's a bit of a delay. We've seen your social media, Lars. Some of your training seems to be underwater on arm wrestling tables as well. So you think that's going to be a secret to help?
Hopefully, everything that challenges you makes you better. Actually, the shooting on the water in the beginning, it was a real nightmare because I was not used to holding the breath and do things at the same time. So it was hard. But if it helped for arm wrestling, it's hard to say, but it will help for my mental capacity at least. So it was great fun, and I'm starting to get good at it in the end of the summer.
How are you hauling the table in and out of the water? You got some kind of equipment to get it in and out?
No, it was pretty hard. Maybe we will make what you call it bloopers. Because the river is stronger than it looks on the videos.
Okay.
So it was hard we have to partly swim and drag it, and sometimes we lose the table and then for several meters down the river and it stops in rocks and we lose equipments, and so it was a lot of laughing and screaming and fun before the finished product. So
Yeah, I can imagine. Anyway, it's made for
yeah,
cool videos.
we had one day we was trying to film, but the river was too big. It was too dangerous, so we just had to quit. So yeah, but it was great fun.
Mm-hmm. And when you are back, Lars, have you got a particular opponent in mind, or just whoever they place in front of you?
Yeah, whoever they place in front of me. I think I will go in 115 and try to be really strong in that weight class. And I think if I can get back to really good shape and prioritize it, I can do very well there.
Okay, nice. So, Lars, few days, East versus West 19 in conjunction with strongest arm on earth. As I say, you're the
Yeah.
perfect man to talk about this, having been in both careers. First of all, Lars, for a strong man coming into arm wrestling, everyone says, oh, it's perfect, they're so strong, they've got the best foundation. Is that true, or is there a problem that strongmen rely purely on strength and overlook technique?
I think you get both. When I did strongman internationally and nationally some years ago, of course they knew I was an arm wrestler and I did want to try, so I did wrestle a lot. I don't know if all of them remember, but actually I was wrestling Hafter and a lot of the big strongmans on the airport once time. And some of them they have it, they have it naturally. They're quite strong, and some of them they are really strong in strongman and they can do whatever, but it's just they don't get the connection.
Yeah.
And for some of them, I think it's hard to get that connection, and some of them they get it quite easily. So it's hard to say. It can be a curse for some of them, but my opinion, if you're that strong, it should be easier anyway. If you just do the proper training and you change your mind it's different. It's so static, and arm wrestling is not it's not what people think it is all the time. A lot of strongmen think it's like
Yeah.
old, the old, just moving, but it's far more complicated. So, but I think it's a good thing. I think a lot of them have a great potential to be good.
That's definitely a good thing. I think the other thing some people overlook is many strongmen leave the sport with a plethora of serious injuries, including multiple bicep tears, things like that. And that's also a problem, of course, because they come into arm wrestling already with a lot of wear and tear, which probably some people overlook as opposed to someone coming from another sport or coming in fresh.
Yeah, and one of the things as well is if you are top strongman, it's like people expect a top strongman to be a top super heavyweight arm wrestler. It's That's not gonna happen. It's like you take a top super heavyweight arm wrestler and put him into top strongman competition. That would not work. I can assure you. So
Yeah.
it's a little. You have to know that they are big and strong, but it takes time to get at that level.
Yeah.
Very long time.
Yeah.
That's arm wrestling is not like a hobby anymore. It's like a serious sport, and you need
Yeah.
to really know what you're doing to perform well.
Well, that's why this experiment with Brian Shaw is so interesting because someone at the top of his game in strongman and now trying to dedicate to arm wrestling. So it will tell us a lot if he does stick with this for 2 or 3 years.
Yeah. And that's the thing. He's a smart guy, so I know he understands, but we can't expect him to be at the top at once. It will take time, even for him with his potential and genetical gifted and everything.
Yeah.
It will take time anyway.
Okay, Lars, let's jump into the matches. I think I've got them in the correct order that East versus West are going to do them. So I'll do them in the order I believe they are. So I believe they're kicking off with C. Ray Brown versus Derek Smith. So
Yeah.
opinions, predictions, Lars.
Derek Smith is, I think it's he's more experienced, right? He have wrestled for a very long time.
Very experienced and
And
teaches arm wrestling and a huge guy, yeah.
yeah,
Very tall.
I think he have to be the favorite for sure. But James Brown is skyrocketing really fast. I saw him in Atlantic City, and he was moving quite well, and he looked strong. So I hope it will be an interesting match.
Yeah.
But
And
it's hard. I haven't wrestled any of them, so it's a little bit hard to know where the level is. But
And there's always
Derek
that
for
point,
sure
isn't
is
there,
the
when
favorite.
one guy's coming up, like C-Ray, and someone like Derek, who is he's just done the slap fighting. So, maybe concentrate on other things. There's a point, isn't there, where
Yeah,
suddenly that balance comes a lot closer. So perhaps this is that time
yeah,
where C-Ray has caught up Derek and we could have something interesting.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be interesting.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to go for Derek Smith just on experience. You the same?
Yeah, yeah, same for me.
Yeah. Okay, then we're into the first strongman, and it's Lawrence Shahlaei versus Martins Licis. So, for people that don't know, Martins Licis is one of the best strongman of the last kind of 10 years. He's won Rogue Invitational, World's Strongest Man, and Arnold Strongman Classic. Martins is technically one of the most advanced guys in strongman, and I'm sure that applies to when he trains in arm wrestling. I'm sure he's listening very carefully. And we talked about it before. Maybe some guys just relying on strength. Martins won't be that guy. He'll be the guy that
No,
is super interested technically. Now, of course, Loz has quite a bit more experience in arm wrestling than Martins, but will Martins' kind of technical mind and make this close, or has Loz just got too much experience over him?
that's the thing again. It's hard to know because I have no idea how strong Martins is. I have no, but I see some of his wrestling, and as you say, he looks really technical already. That
Yeah.
impressed me a lot.
In pure strength, he'll be
Um,
stronger than Loz because Martins is training to come back for major strongman competitions. So in pure raw strength, I would say he's stronger. And
yeah,
obviously he was throughout his career.
yeah. But Lawrence prioritizing arm wrestling, and he have done it for a longer time. So again, I think he has to be the favorite just due to experience. I think he take it pretty serious now. So he really want to be good at arm wrestling, and that's an important thing as well. the will to win, the will to improve, and the will to get better.
Yeah. Whereas Martins is training for Strongman. He also trains jiu-jitsu. That is kind of doing many different sports.
Yeah,
Um, so
it easily can get too much. It's a fine line. Even
yeah.
yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. People think, so I don't say he do it, but a lot of people think that arm wrestling you can do it just a few times a week and you can do all kind of things. I did MMA for a few years now, and I tried to do some arm wrestling just to keep it going, but it's hard. It's affect everything. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not fun throwing punches after done some arm wrestling training.
No, I can imagine. I actually think of all of the strongmen, one of the ones that could do the very best in arm wrestling is Martins Licis if he went at it full time.
Yeah, I agree. I
Uh,
agree. After what I've seen, I agree.
but you're picking Lost to win that match?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Picking loss.
So go on then. I'll go for Martins in that one. I'll go
Yeah,
for technical ability and raw strength over experience. Okay,
I
then
won't be surprised, but yeah, I'm picking loss.
and then we've got the only women's match on the card. Gabby, probably a big favorite for that match going into it.
Yeah, she have to be. She have to be. Just her brute strength and her experience and all her 500 world titles. And yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah, I think again it's one of those cases where she's clearly been a long way ahead of most of the other women, but there's always a point where someone comes through and starts to catch them up. And so
Yeah,
maybe with Brisson, that's the case now where maybe she can give her a match, but Gabby going to be big favorite, yeah.
yeah, I think so. But
Yeah.
on the other side, Brisson impressed me a lot. What she did to Sarah, it's not many women can do. So
No, exactly.
she definitely is strong,
She's earned her
and
shot
she
for sure.
and she's so new. So how much she can have improved a lot this summer.
Yeah, the whole kind of newbie
Yeah,
games thing is real, isn't
yeah,
it?
new again. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I agree. So it's interesting. Of course, Gabby should start as favorite, but one of these days, some of these girls will catch her up, and maybe this will be the time. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay, so we both agree, Gabby for that one.
yeah. Got me for that one.
Okay, then as I understand it, Lars, maybe you've got information I haven't. The next match is Devon versus Alex on the right arm.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they will do. I have heard both that they were going to do right first or
Yeah.
left first. So I don't know,
As
but
the information I've got, it's going to be like that just because they believe that the left arm will be a closer match, whereas
yeah,
the right arm maybe is more likely Devon is just going to run through him, which is obviously is a bit unusual because overall, normally right arm matches take kind of precedent over left arm. But let's go with that. So
yeah.
right arm match, Larratt versus Kurdecha. Thoughts?
Right arm, Devon should be clear favorite. He should. He should. Yeah. After the last year, what he have done with his right arm, he should be a clear favorite. He have proven to be second in the world several times. So, yeah.
What's Kurdecha's best hope, Lars, in that match of getting anything out of that on the right arm? What would you do if you were Kurdecha? With the tools he's got, he's a huge guy,
Right.
really huge guy, Kurdecha, yeah?
I think I think the only chance he have is to press from maybe from the go. I don't know if he can press from the go without his wrist, but it's hard to deal with Devon's right when he's in shape. We have seen that many times the last year, so
Yeah.
he definitely should try something that he don't expect.
The one thing that it's unlikely, of course, but Kurdecha, I'm sure, has been quite happily training at home, having a good time. Devon's been under a lot of, let's say, stress, duress over these last 2 months. It can't have done him any favors in terms of his preparation for this. So perhaps that's something that you could argue will help Kurdecha slightly.
Yeah, of course, Devon has extremely strong mind, so you should. I think he's able to handle a lot of press, but he's it can get too much for everyone. I
Yeah.
know from personal experience as well. I think I can handle a lot of stress, but sometimes you just feel it wears you down. So I hope he's okay. He's a good friend of mine, so I hope all this crap doesn't affect him too much. He's been attacked and accused for a lot of shit that it's not true. So I hope he can turn it to fire on the table.
Yeah, that's the best way, isn't it? If he can.
Yeah,
Okay, then as I understand, it's Rijkaard versus Pavlo. Interesting match, this
that's a
one.
good. That's a really good one.
Mm.
That's a really good one. Pablo looked really strong. I think he had progressed a lot the last year. So now we really can see how strong Rijkaard is.
Yeah, Rijkaard is.
Or isn't, but he have impressed me a lot as well. I think he's very serious and great potential. He's a
Yeah,
great guy.
Rijkaard's gone all in, given up his job. He's a professional arm wrestler, super serious about this.
Yeah,
So a lot younger, of course. Of course, it's not all about age, but again, he's one of those guys. Clearly, at some point, is going to keep leveling up. Is he already there or not? This is really difficult to predict. Yeah.
yeah. For me, this is one of the matches I'm most excited about. Cool guys, both of them, and raw power from both of them. This match put a smile on my face. I can't wait for this one. But for me, I don't know. I don't know. It's 50-50.
We've got to pick someone here, Lars. So who are you going for? If you want, you can go
And
for a
then
score.
I'm going for Rijkaard. I'm going for
Okay.
Rijkaard.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has so much fire and passion, so I hope he will win.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'll go for Pavlo because I think we're both like 50-50 on this. I'll go for just
Yeah.
that bit of experience. I think,
Yeah.
lots could go on during this match and maybe experience would just take over in the end. So, yeah, I'll go for Pavlo, but great match. Great
Yeah.
match. Or at least we hope so. And then we got
Yeah.
another one, huge characters, Matt Marsk and
Yeah.
friend of yours, yeah, Larsson.
Yeah. Me and Philip is good friends now. We have trained a lot this summer, and he was over here working with me, and so we have done a lot of table time together now.
So you've got the inside information on Philip. So what's his chances?
His chances are very good, and
Mhm.
the thing is, where Matt is good, Philip is also good. Matt is hand control and speed and everything, and just to blast Philip is not easy with that tall arm and big hand. And Philip is very smart as well. He don't have that many years of experience, but he's learning fast, and he is a maniac with arm wrestling. He thinks and sleeps and breathes arm wrestling all day long. So
So
yeah,
what?
I think Matt's only chance is to blast Philip.
Okay.
If it stops
Hmm.
in any meaningful position, I think Philip.
Yeah.
I think.
So you think Philip can whitewash him like 3-0, or you think both of them are going to take rounds? How'd you see it?
I think it will be some false starts, and I think it will be a lot of fighting in the setup. But I think Philip will win if he can stay calm and not be manipulated, or
Mhm.
and not, of course, not underestimating Matt, because you need to have what you need to have with Matt. If you just this is good enough, just start, then I know from personal experience, you need to. It's a big difference. If you can get any position with Matt,
Mhm.
you can. He's not that hard to beat, but if he can load and blast, then he's a nightmare to stop. He have a very good hit, and it's like a fine line. I think I've met him totally 9 times.
Mhm.
First match in Armwrestling, I beat him 5-1. And last time he beat me 3-1. But all the matches was like he was beating me easy, and then suddenly I got a little position and I was beating him easy. So it's, you
Mm.
know how it is. He's very explosive and dangerous, but that goes both ways. If you can stop the hit, he's not that hard,
Have
strong.
you trained with Phillips since this match was set up or not?
No, the plan was to go to Sweden and train with him, but unfortunately, it was too much work for me, so I couldn't get anywhere
Okay, because I was going to say
away
that
from my
that would
home.
have been very useful, all your
Yeah,
experience with him
yeah,
as well.
yeah,
Okay, but you know a lot about these guys, face them. So you're picking Philip for this, yeah?
yeah, I do.
Okay, it's interesting. I think both guys, great characters.
Yeah,
Happy to see them both.
I think it have the potential to be one of the best matches as well because Matt is
Yeah.
always entertaining and Matt is fun to watch, but Philip is fun to watch as well. He's so unusual and so crazy big and yeah, one of my favorite matches. For me, this card is really good. It's so many matches I really love, and
It's interesting, isn't it? Yeah.
that's from bottom of my heart. I love these matches. I love strongman. I love
Yeah.
big strong. We don't know what's gonna happen, so it would be great.
Interesting, isn't it? Yeah. Of course, when you genuinely don't know the outcome of matches, very little idea. When there genuinely could be like 50-50, of course it's interesting. People
Yeah,
should be positive about that. Okay,
yeah,
so you're going for Philip. Like I say, I like both guys. May the best man win. But just to be different, Lars, I'll go for Matt Mask. But looking forward to two great guys having a great match.
yeah.
Um, yeah, okay. So then we have got Robert Oberst, Eddie Hall. So people that don't know, most people are familiar, of course, with Eddie Hall. Robert Oberst, he was known to have like the strongest shoulders in America. He had the log lift record at one point. Huge, great guy. He's a guy pretty much the size of Brian Shaw. So he's a lot bigger than Eddie Hall. Leverage wise, a
Yeah,
lot
he's
bigger.
big. He's big.
He's really big. Um,
Yeah,
but Eddie
yeah.
did very well against Brian last time round for such little experience, and now he's had a lot more training with Neil Pickup. I would say Eddie could probably be considered a pretty big threat at this point, don't you?
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't know how much table time Robert have, but for me, Eddie is a slight favorite.
Yeah.
All that leverage is important, but if you are quite new to arm wrestling, many people don't know how to use your leverage. So
Yeah.
I think Eddie can get this.
Yeah. Robert's been training basically in secret. I think he's just put one video out saying he didn't want to show any of his training, what he's been doing. Of course, like we say, he's got huge leverage advantage. He's a massive, massive guy. Like I say, people are not familiar, like Brian Shaw. But I just think Eddie's experience, and actually, if we talk about overall strength, Eddie is a stronger guy. I'm picking Eddie to win this as well. I think he'll come through it. But these are two guys that will have serious kind of banter at the table as well. Um, so yeah, following on from Philip and Matt Mars to this one is it's going to be entertainment as well as arm wrestling, that's for sure.
Yeah, it is, and that's the thing with all this. Most of these matches, you have no idea what will happen. You
Yeah.
have you don't know because
Yeah.
they're so strong, but they are not that. You're not that used to see them on the table. So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, will be great.
Right. Then we get into, I would say, the three kind of main event matches. Todd Hutchings, Dave Chaffee. This was a match at 115 kg weight catch. This was a match I wanted when I was at King of the Table, Lars. And Dave has always beat Todd, but now he's
Yeah,
cutting weight. And when people cut weight, often we see their strength disappear. Dave's been on a bit of a downward spiral overall the last few years due to injuries and things, whereas Todd has been absolutely flying. So is this the moment when Todd Hutchins finally beats Dave Chaffee?
it could be because that's the thing. That's my impression as well. That Dave had some injuries and a little bit declining, but Todd is opposite. He's just getting better and better. So maybe they
Yeah.
meet somewhere in the middle now.
And
And what's going to happen then?
you know lots about weight cuts and things. How much of a impact do you expect that to have on Dave, who's not so experienced in losing weight like this?
Uh, I Yeah, I know a lot about it, and I have seen all kind of strange things. Some people, even if they try to do it right, they lose a lot of strength, and some people they look like they are dying, but they are still fucking strong. So it's very hard to predict when you don't know.
Yeah.
For me, I think I have quite good knowledge about diet and how to keep how to get fat and how to get absolutely shredded, but I have never I've never learned uh, the wrong word. I know how to, but I always lose strength if I go under 115.
Yeah.
Just a few, just down to 110, I'm not the same anymore.
Yeah.
But I think it depends some on the technique as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like me doing the press, then you need to be big and strong. If it's just the wrist you're using, it's a little bit different. But yeah, I don't know how many times Dave had done that. He's been a super heavyweight as long as I can remember. So
So if ever there was a moment where Todd was going to beat Dave, this surely is it. Yeah.
yeah. The surely is no.
So, and again, two great guys, really good guys. Who you picking, Lars?
I love both of them. They are so fun to watch, both of them. But Dave has had a lot of problem and injuries with his neck and everything. So I think he knows what he's doing when he goes down, and I think he will be too powerful.
Oh, interesting. I thought you were going to go the other
With
way.
just with just a bit, Yeah, it can be
Uh,
the other way as well. But
uh, okay. I also just have Dave winning this, but nothing would surprise me if it went either way here. But another
no,
great match, great match.
yeah, great match.
And one for the kind of hardcore fans that are not so interested in strongman. Yeah, just a great match for them to see.
Yeah, and if it's too close, then I think Todd's endurance will re starting to kick in, and Dave will gas out. So
Yeah.
Dave need to be a little bit stronger so he can
Hmm.
not take too long time.
Brian Shaw versus Brandon Allen. Have they pit Brian up against Brandon too early in his career? Brandon knows arm wrestling. Brian, of course, is a physical freak in terms of his strength. He's super serious in terms of the amount of training he's done so far, but it's still very little in terms of arm wrestling at this level. We saw Larry Wheels get caught out by Brandon. What's going to happen this time with Brian?
Um, let's put it this way: if Brian can win this one at this stage, I will be really impressed because Brandon knows what he's doing and he's strong and he have a very sticky Kings move as well.
Hmm.
So I hope Brian have a plan for that. Maybe he will press through it. I don't know how strong he is. Just watch the hype, but I'm. Oh, of course, I followed Brian for all these years. He was doing strongman. I know he's so methodical and he's doing all these things needed to do to get to the top. So it won't surprise me if he have got a lot stronger now. So I'm very
If
excited for
you
this
were,
as well.
for
But
example, if you were the manager of Brian, let's say, would you pit him up against Brandon Allen this soon, or do you think, well, that's a bit too risky?
for me, it looks too risky. But on the other side, I haven't been close to Brian. So maybe he is that strong now. I
Hmm.
hope he is. I really hope he is. I hope he stick to it and goes straight up. So
I think it would be good for the sport if
they
Brian
should
does
know
win.
what. Yeah, yeah. I really hope he win. I really do.
Yeah, nothing
But
against Brandon at all. Again, another good
no,
guy.
no,
But
no,
yeah,
not no. But as I say at the beginning, if Brian wins this one, I will be really impressed.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Then the main event, as I understand, left arm super match, Kurdecha versus Larratt, the rematch very quickly. Now we know then that in this, Kurdecha has a genuine shot, right?
yeah, yeah, for sure. This would be hard. So who of them have learned most from last time? You know, Devon is master in adjusting and learn from his losses, but yeah, Kurdecha as well. I think he will be prepared. So this one is really hard to predict for me as well. But Devon has shown again and again, like all great champions, like the strongman, like Big C, he always have a little bit extra.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's what he have to use this time as well to win. But it's hard for me to pick there.
Who are you going for? You going for Devon just?
I go for Devon. I go for Devon.
And that's on this last one, Lars. Let's go for a score. So Devon to win it at what score?
55%. Oh,
Okay,
the score, the score,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
No, it's so hard. It's a lot of factors. As we were speaking about how much have all this noise and garbage Devon have to deal with affect the win. But yeah, I think he will be able to get his focus where it need to be and prove again that he is the best or the second best in the world. Yeah.
Okay, Lars, we're running out of time, but just want to thank you, mate, for all your time. It was great to see you, and we hope to see you on the table again soon.
Thank you. Great to see you again. Yes, I will be back as soon as things settle a little bit down with my personal life and my business.
Okay. Thanks very much, Lars. Catch you soon.
Thank you.